Hey, good morning, everybody. If you didn't know, the first annual Memorial Disc Golf Tournament and Veterans Community Event is coming up September 12th at the Manville Disc Golf Course. Barb Kramer and Anna Eickenbrock are in the studio today to tell us all about this first annual event, which today's show, by the way, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay tuned.
Time for an oil change. Philip, that last place took 3 hours. Little Henry remembers, right, Little Henry?
Silence your oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where we get you in and out in about 15 minutes.
All right, we are back. If you have any questions or comments, I forgot how short that one was. Feel free to text or call, all right? Our number here at the studio is 701-213-0863 if you want to find out more about this event. 701-213-0863. And before we get going with the show, it's time for our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. I didn't know if you guys heard about this or not, but a guy invented a new golf ball. It'll automatically go in the hole if it gets within 4 inches. But it comes with a warning, do not carry in your back pocket.
Nice.
Want to catch you a little off guard on that one or what?
Fabulously so, though.
Yeah. Anna Eickenbrock, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How about you?
I'm doing okay. You're busy all the time.
Of course.
And thank you for coming in today.
Well, thanks for having me. I love to be here to support Barb. So,
Absolutely. And before we get to Barb, what's new in your world?
New in my world. Well, never a dull moment. Always moving. Just started my classes for this semester for my third master's. So that's so much fun. My last unit in supervisor and training for clinical pastoral education. So that's pretty rock and roll. Currently, Ms. Doctor at North Dakota for Miss United Crown of America. So love that.
Wow.
Yep. First chaplain in the military ever in the state of North Dakota to have a reigning pageant title and the first doctorate pageant title in North Dakota. So
Wow.
loving that.
You lost me at 3 masters.
Yeah.
Can you get any smarter?
Nobody says I'm smart.
Or do you-
I'm just tenacious. Yes, please don't get it confused, good friend. Please don't get it confused.
I see you on social media a lot. You got something going on there too? I thought there was something.
The Happy Chatty Chappy.
That's what it was.
Yes. So that's actually been ongoing for a little while, but just kind of, revamped and having a new look and approach. Decided to just talk about some hard things, some fun things, easy things. You know the drill.
I know the drill.
So I'm going to give it a little bit of, Anna Banana flair though, and
There you
see.
go.
We'll see if it catches and keeps going.
You know, I don't want you to think I'm staring at. I am staring at you because I've known you for a long time now. But when you're sitting this close now, I can kind of see what some of the artwork is about now. And you got like a hand mixer in there.
I do.
And I've never noticed that before.
I'm
a
glad
hand
that
mixer
you know it's
on
a
the
hand
arm.
Mixer. Yes, a hand mixer
I'm
and a
old.
rolling pin. And these are just antiques.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Well, I didn't think I was going to be that old, but yeah.
so yes, I love to cook and I love to bake. You know, I always say that food is a binding agent for relationships.
Absolutely.
So I like to partake in that so that I can keep people close.
Perfect. You look great, by the way.
Thanks. You're very, very kind.
right.
You look pretty fabulous.
Well,
too.
gee, thank you. I'm just wearing green today.
Hey.
All right, we're going to go across. Barb Kramer, I know you're a little nervous to be in here today, Barb, but welcome to the show.
Thank you, and thanks so much for having me.
You know, if people do not know Barb Kramer, I've known you for a long time. Tell us about yourself. We don't have to know anything about this big event coming up. I just want to know a little bit about you so we can kind of get the feel of this whole thing.
Okay, Barb Kramer. I have 3 wonderful sons and an adorable granddaughter.
Okay.
Lived in Grand Forks since 1985. I'm a nurse. I do have an MBA, not just one though, nothing compared to Miss Anna over here. And yes, we'll get into that later, but lived in Grand Forks a long time, love to be active in the community, and I used to be very social, not so much anymore. But.
Well, that's how I knew you when we were all more social, I think, back in the day. But,
Right.
But we were always social at the Knights of Columbus, which is a good place to be social, right?
Absolutely.
There you
Missed
go.
that place terribly.
Oh, I do too. I miss it so much. First annual Memorial Disc Golf Tournament and Veterans Community Event. Is this your brainstorming, or did you come up with this all on your own? And how or why did you come up with this?
Okay, so back history. I have my son Jordan was in the Army, 2 tours in Afghanistan, came back, suffered from severe PTSD, anxiety, had a lot of addiction issues with, goes along with PTSD, obviously. And he ended up passing away in November of 2023. So I started, I was thinking, how can we help service men and women when they're transitioning out of the military? I feel that that's kind of where there's a big gap. I know there's some training that the military does, but what kind of happens when people come back? They have all these skills, they have leadership skills, and what are we doing with them? One day, Jordan and I were sitting at Speedway, and it was shortly after he had gotten out of the service, going to school at UND, and he started doing shots of Jack Daniels, at lunch. And I just said, Jordan, what are you doing? And he said, honestly, Mom, I don't know. So I feel there's a really big gap there for servicemen and women transitioning, and how can we support that transition better? I know there might be resources out there, but I guess I started a foundation in the hopes of having more of a social connection for folks to come together. I think that that's a big piece. I think people are, really looking to connect with somebody. Grand Forks, for all intents and purposes, is a small town, right?
Sure.
So just looking to have different events where folks can come together. And last year, my youngest son, Jaden, was disc golfing out in Manville. And I thought, wow, this is a great place. This is, beautiful setting.
It is.
And I asked, the manager, Lucas Bina, if they would ever be interested in hosting a tournament. And that's kind of how it got started. And here we are, less than 3 weeks away. Woo!
It's what I really like about disc golf or frisbee golf is it's not like regular golf. I mean, you can say, I'm going to go golfing today, and a lot of times golfing isn't fun because it's hard. It sucks. There's always people behind you telling you to hurry and blah, 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 and it costs a lot of money. Go on frisbee golf, though. You can learn at your own pace. It's a great thing, and everybody can do it. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg every time you go out. You're not losing a half a dozen frisbees every time you go out like I do golf balls. Who am I kidding? Half a dozen? I lose more than that. But and everybody can do it. And all these frisbee golf courses are popping up all over the place, which I absolutely love. Now, so all of a sudden you decide to get this memorial golf or frisbee golf tournament going. But what I like about what you are doing with this, by the way, it's Saturday, September 12th at the Manville Disc Golf Course, which used to be the golf course. So it's very easy to find just outside of Manville. But what I like about what you're doing is this is open to all skill levels, active duty military, vets, family, and friends. You got the pros, the masters, advanced, intermediate, the women's mixed, or the women's and the mixed. You can have male and a female. You've got team format, 2 rounds of doubles, best shot for both rounds. So it's a best shot format. But anybody, if you can throw a frisbee, well, even if you can't, I just think my wife might be listening. She can't throw a frisbee. She can't throw anything. But this is pretty much open for beginners all the way to the professionals.
Absolutely. And actually, I just updated the Facebook post yesterday because we have had some questions about, what skill level should we be? But it's open to everybody. And if you don't want to disc golf, there's going to be cornhole set up. There's a pickleball court. And they have a great clubhouse there where you can socialize. And as a thank you for veterans and active military service, we are paying for their registration fees.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Now, what if you're not a veteran and you just want to come and help raise money? What will it cost for somebody to do this?
So there's different costs for each division.
Okay, sure.
So
professionals are going to be a little more.
I think that's $100,
Okay.
and then it goes down to $60. But again,
Okay.
that's for a double.
Right,
So-
right. And folks, one thing you got to remember too is a lot of the proceeds of these, the portions of these proceeds are going to be donated to Jordan Kramer Hope for the Future Foundation, which is a foundation. When did you start that?
I started that last year with my good friend Anna's assistance. I'm very thankful for that. So it's brand new, just a year. So really, just getting the word out there. And, I shared Jordan's story at Vets in the Park last Saturday, and that was, powerful for me. And I would just love to get the word out more about, how we can support these folks veterans and active duty. A lot of transition. I've been working with the UND Veteran Office as well. So, they're aware of this upcoming event, and, hopefully they'll get some people to play, show up, whatever it would be. But again, I'm looking to have more of a social, non-threatening environment for folks to hang out in. Not a big agenda. If people want to talk about their experiences together, great.
Right. And, remember, like my uncle was in Nam, 94 people in his company, 2 came home. But the PTSD thing, it wasn't a deal back then. And these people that lived with this for all these years, when maybe things could have been better for them. But when you see the things that your son, my uncle, and these people have seen and things that have happened, that's hard to do. Now, Anna, do I call you like Chaplain or Dr. Chaplain or Dr. Anna? What?
Oh, look at all that. And a captain in the
Well, I
military,
know, you got all
too.
these different-
my goodness, I know. It gets the signature line's pretty long. No, I kid. I'm not going to deny. I am proud of the accomplishments.
Oh, I would be
that
too.
I have had. But so right now, because I would like to put on the Army Chappie hat.
Yep,
Because
and
that is one
that's
that
what I'm
do
looking for right
currently
now.
wear. And so when Barb shared her story with me, I was very much so inspired because as the chaplain in the military, I get to hear the stories.
Right. And
I
you've
get to
probably heard a lot.
Things that I can't talk about, of course, because chaplains in the military, we have 2 things that are interesting fun facts, and that is, one, we can't carry a weapon even in the battlefield. So that's a thing we're not allowed to do. And then 100% confidentiality.
Sure.
We are not mandatory reporters. So we get to learn, sometimes if I'm just being open about it, the things that nightmares are made of.
Right.
From people. And we try our best to walk with people on their journey. But with that being said, wonderful people like Jordan may not have had a safe place to go altogether, though our parents are wonderful.
Yep.
Sometimes we can't share with our family, friends, and loved ones
hear you
outside
there,
of
yeah.
the uniform, everything that they have experienced. Sometimes because we may feel as service members that other people aren't going to understand fully. Nothing against other people or anything. It's just the way we feel. That's
Right.
why they have organizations like Barb has created. So it's a safe place of camaraderie and understanding of why we are going through the things we're going to. Even the physical injuries that have been sustained through service members have a unique reason as to how they were sustained, as opposed to how a civilian member may have the same injury, but just how they got that is so uniquely different that they want to have another service member to talk to. So there is a huge gap in the separation from the military into civilian life because, one, resources, not that we gatekeep in the military our resources, but there are just nuances about it that they are available while you are in uniform. And then the VA is great, though. It's come a long way.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me make that very clear.
They
It's come a
have
long way.
very long
There was
way.
once upon a time where there may have been, just some difficulties in receiving the appropriate care in a timely fashion with them. So there is a huge gap. And Barb's mission, her heart mission, what I like to call when we set out to do these things, is to be able to have that safe place, to have maybe even in the future do a one-stop shop. Okay, one thing about veterans that are no longer in the military is finding out that, okay, now you need to go here. Now you need to go here. It becomes exhausting when you have PTSD. Like you already don't have enough going on. So perhaps creating this safe space, but also one-stop shop where different resources are available, like DAV, a place to speak, even like certain music therapy, art therapy, all in one building, one location for everybody to come to. Yes, Barb, I hope I'm inspiring this further mission for you to have that place for everybody to go to and talk and engage in things that their feelings through their PTSD or just experiences they had can come through in their music and in their art, but nobody's going to understand that unless they're another service member.
Sure.
So I just really felt that Barb's mission was so valuable. And as a chaplain in the military, I do see a great need and a huge gap, like you were speaking about, in our service members when they are separated. My husband himself, PTSD from Iraq and Somalia, and he still, even to this day, he cannot engage with people if they were not in the military sometimes because they just don't understand. And to be able to have like a safe space place and to have wonderful activities that highlight service members, Every person in our community brings value to how this country works and functions. All pieces in this great machine that is America. Our service members are this outer armor for that big, beautiful machine. And the fact that there are gaps is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And so we have to continue on these different heart missions as Barb has created in honor of somebody that will always be very, very important.
Right.
And it is unfortunate that sometimes, not for you, Barb, but other community members to realize that it takes the, events, as in Jordan no longer physically being with us, always with us spiritually, for us to realize the need is so great and still at times just overlooked. Even with all the great resources out there, why do we still have these problems and concerns? So
Now, Barb, were you and Anna friends before you came up with this event? Because I would say if you weren't, you got like one of the perfect people to help you with this event, because sitting here talking to her now, it's like she's known you for her whole life, but that's just kind of the way she rolls. And I just want to know, how did you guys meet? And is this a new friendship?
Well, like I said, when I started the foundation about a year ago, she was one of the contacts that I was given to kind of reach out to. And I remember we met at the hospital lobby. Excuse me. It was my first time at the new hospital. And she kind of talked me through things and really connected heart-wise. And I have appreciated her so much and her encouraging words and just her support. We text a lot through text. And again, she just is so encouraging. And I have appreciated that so much.
It's got to be awfully nice to have somebody like that to fall on. Maybe not the right words to use, but anything on your mind, you could give you a call. And you have got such a way with words. I mean, it's crazy. Do you write songs on the side too?
no songs. A little poetic every now and then.
Okay.
Ask my husband, that's how I keep him,
Oh, sure.
No, I'm a chaplain. The Lord, it's not even me speaking half the time. For those that believe in a higher being, I'm inspired through that. And he tells me, make sure that I'm loving the people around me. And so it was too easy to love Barb and her mission. And I myself have different Homefront Heroes, A Day of Honor and Fun, Operation Toothbrush for Homeless Veterans, and Women Warriors Wonderwall. I understood the assignment when she came to me.
Yep.
We have to be there with and for one another, and it extends beyond the service member into the family. So it was too easy. And helping people start 501c3s, I know how to do it. I understand the language. I think maybe Barb is the 9th nonprofit that I've helped start for other people, not including my own, because it's our responsibility to be there with and for others in our communities. And in order for them to be able to provide however it's speaking to their heart for our community, it is my responsibility as a spiritual brother or sister to help my spiritual brothers and sisters to be able to accomplish that. So,
Sure.
Too easy.
How important is it for you to have her on the phone? Just a phone call away, a text away?
Oh, it's been such a blessing.
Because I would imagine, is it hard? And I don't know if she picks you for that too, but sometimes you just have to have someone to talk to. Depending on the mood. It could be about, eating food, or it could be you're in a bad mood.
Yep. And, and I guess, the last couple of months, she and Shelby, who couldn't be here today because she's under the weather.
Yeah,
but,
she gooned us today, by the way.
Yeah. But they have been my rocks. I was just saying I'm feeling overwhelmed, know, and, just their words of encouragement and support, have kept me going. And, it's crazy because of technology, right? You can text message, anything. So I do a lot of text messaging to people, to, Zach, the tournament coordinator, and stuff like that. So that's been super helpful. But again, just to bring, this mission to life is so important to me. I would love for another family not to have to go through this.
Right.
So,
And I'm telling you right now, Barb, Anna and her group, they're the toughest people around. I'm not kidding you. And I mean that in a very good way.
absolutely.
Your group, everything that could possibly be thrown at you guys has been. You guys just shake it off like it's not a big deal. And you just you brush yourself off and say, okay, Who can we help now? Whose life can we help? Whose life can we brighten now? You guys are just, every time it's something different where it's just like, don't you guys ever take a break? But that's okay because you're there doing good things in the world. We have not even talked about the ifs, ands, or buts about this first annual Memorial Disc Golf Tournament and Veterans Community Event. We are going to do that, but we're going to take a short little break first. A lot of things going on. I will tell you it's coming up September 12th at the Manville Disc Golf Course, but there's a lot more to talk about, so stay tuned. We'll be right back here on Grand Forks Best Source. Make sure to tune in Thursdays at 11 o'clock for Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. Join Dale, the producer, Stephen Lewis, and myself, John Roberts, as we talk to your favorite race car drivers, crew members, car owners, and the people behind the scenes to bring racing to your favorite tracks. Catch the Forks Karting Association track schedules and keep up to date with the local karting news and weekly results. And be following to win tickets to the world-famous legendary bull ring, too. Dirty Thursday, every Thursday at 11. Brought to you by River City Speedway on Grand Forks Best Source.
Get ready, Grand Forks. Things are about to get bigger and weirder. 5-time Grammy Award winner Weird Al Yankovic is bringing his Bigger and Weirder 2026 tour to the Alaris Center on Saturday, August 29th at 8 p.m. Sing along to legendary favorites like Amish Paradise, Eat It, White and Nerdy, Like a Surgeon, and more, as Weird Al brings his full production comedy rock show to Grand Forks, and joining him as special guest is the one and only Puddles Pity Party. It's music, comedy, and pure Weird Al madness, all in one unforgettable night. Weird Al Yankovic, Saturday, August 29th at 8 p.m. at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks. Tickets are on sale now at Alaris Center box office and alariscenter.com. Don't miss your chance to get bigger and weirder.
You want to go see Weird Al, be listening later on this week. We've got a couple of pairs of tickets to give away here on Grand Forks Best Source. Barb Kramer and Anna Eickenbrock are in the studio today. We're talking about the first annual Memorial Disc Golf Tournament and Veterans Community Event coming up September 12th at the Manville Disc Golf Course. Of course, Barb Kramer has come up with this deal for in memory of her son. And it's coming up again September 12th. It's a Saturday. I see in my notes, Barb, it says to bring cash. And why is that? Why should people bring cash? Because, well, I know you want cash, but there's a lot of things going on here. People aren't just going to be out tossing discs.
Right. So we are going to have some awesome raffle packages available. So also 50-50 raffle.
Oh, okay.
So again, bring some cash.
Yep.
But yeah, we're going to have some baskets that have UND hockey tickets. We have a really cool American flag gun safe.
Oh.
If anyone has been to Ready Rifle, put in a
Okay.
little plug for that.
Sure. And I'm going to ask you for sponsorships here when we're done. So,
Okay. But that is a beautiful piece. I don't even have a gun, but I think that's gorgeous. So, again, just a lot of gift baskets that you we'll be raffling off. A lot of different things going on out there. Really, it is about community, supporting each other, supporting, veterans, families, active military. But, even if you don't disc golf, come on out.
Mm-hmm. And when you look at it, Grand Forks, it's like the disc golf courses, they just keep getting bigger and more, and they're all over the place now. I'm on the river a lot, and all of a sudden it's like, I never knew there was a disc golf course here. And then pretty soon it's like, are those guys throwing jeepers? There's another one. It's getting so popular. And I didn't know now, do they actually have a pickleball court?
Yes, I believe there's one pickleball court out there, and they have paddles and stuff like that. So I do not play pickleball, much to some of my coworkers.
Yeah.
I am not. I said I would maybe try it sometime, but not in front of other people.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to Frisbee golf?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'll be,
how about cornhole?
I might do cornhole.
That's more like my style. That's
Yeah.
more my speed nowadays.
Yep.
She's going to be the hostess with the mostest.
There you go.
That's her big role.
And knowing you're probably going to be running around a lot.
I'm sure I will. Yes.
Yeah.
Want to check everybody out, and we have a photographer that's going to be out there taking some pictures.
Okay.
So that will definitely be a plus. Get a lot of. I believe that Anna and her hubby are signing up, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I believe if all goes well, it'll be Shelby Justin, Kelly, and myself
Wow.
out there doing the things. So,
Are you a player? Do you play now or
so
not?
much to my Hall of Fame husband, UND and Red River. Just want to put that out there real quick.
Yep.
I do not play sports well.
Yeah, and
So-
what's he in the hall for again?
Oh, so football at
Yep.
UND,
Yep.
and then for discus, basketball, and football at Red River.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's worth around.
I think so.
You married yourself a jock.
I did, and he wore a uniform for a long time. Whew.
Oh man, you got the best of all worlds there. Oh, stop it.
Exactly, exactly.
That's good stuff. Now, will there be food available?
Yes, there will. We have a pizza lunch sponsor,
Oh.
and Mexican Village is going to supply some chips and sauce.
Okay.
There'll be some adult beverages available for purchase, waters, pops, yeah. And also some really awesome cookies that Shannon from Crookston is donating, and they are absolutely delicious.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Now, I was going to ask you about the beverages, and you said adult beverages. Now, will you probably be one place where you just can go and grab them, or will there be somebody walking around in the cart, maybe possibly selling beverages to people like me that can't walk worth a crap anymore?
well, we will have to see about that.
Okay,
But
okay.
there will definitely be some available. Yes.
I like that. That's actually brilliant. And
Well, yeah,
I
you
never
gotta-
would have thought about that.
Yeah, the beer girl at a golf court,
That's right.
you know, it's the same thing.
Yep.
And you're going to probably make more money that way too. But
Absolutely.
I like your mission. We are dedicated to building camaraderie among veterans and their families, encouraging mutual support and meaningful connections, promoting recreation and healthy activities, and creating lasting relationships within our community. Take you a long time to come up with that, or just flow right from you?
Well, a lot of tweaking went on there,
Sure,
you know,
sure.
but I mean, that really is my mission. That really is the mission. Because again, I think one of the things that Jordan struggled with was finding someone to connect with, you know, that he could share, you know, just thoughts or stories or whatever, because he did have a friend, wasn't military, but he was a really good friend, and he said it would take him, you know, like 2 hours to get Jordan to talk about anything,
Right,
you know.
right.
But I'm so thankful for him. But he just said that, Jordan said, these are things my mom should never know.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
And it's crazy when you think of all of the people that share that story,
Yep.
that share that thought. And for all of the people like me and possibly you that feel so helpless, you know, it's because we all know somebody. We all do. And yeah, this is, I think, a brilliant idea at the first annual. And the way this is going to go, I know it's going to be a major success, and I know it's going to get bigger and bigger. But besides like Anna and Shelby, name anybody else out there you want to thank, and then we'll talk about sponsors too and some more after that.
Okay, so my sons, Taylor and Jaden Kramer, big help. Jaden is a disc golfer, so he's going to play. I think Taylor is going to be a bartender. But my sister, Brenda McCulley, my niece, Abby, John McCulley, Cameron Davis. Gosh, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Zach Cooley is the tournament director. Unfortunately, he couldn't hop on the call today because he's actually working. Huh? Lucas Bina, manager of the Manville Disc Golf Course itself, has been super helpful. Just people that have allowed me to share my story, you know, the Vets in the Park. I was actually on KNOX last Friday, and you. So just getting the word out there is becoming really important to me, just so people don't have to go through this, you know. One of the times that Jordan was in the hospital, a nurse said, you know, this is a journey that the whole family's on.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's so true.
Yeah.
So true.
And I'm really glad that you picked September 12th for this, because it's so hard to have anything, especially the first annual, go really, really well in the summer around here. There's the summers are too short. There's too many lake people. There's always, it seems like whenever there's something big like this going on, there's 9 other big things going on. I like that you wait till September, because around here, for some reason, people think when August is done, summer's done.
Right.
And it's last year in October, we had to shut down beats because it was 85 degrees out, or 92 degrees out, I think it was, and we were out catfishing. So summer is not done, but I like that you're doing that. You mentioned Ready Rifle as a sponsor, but I'm sure you got a list of sponsors that have helped you out with this thing. All right, let's hear them all. Give them some love.
Okay, all right. So All True House System, American Legion Post 6 out of Grand Forks, Brendan McCulley for Pampered Chef, the Disc Golf family. So actually, again, part of the proceeds of the tournament will go right into the foundation. So that's amazing. Edgewood Healthcare, which is who I work for, and they have been super supportive. Fouts Family Farms, Gate City Bank, Hugo's Marketplace, Medline, it's a medical supply company, Mexican Village, Northwestern Mutual, Dr. Pat Moore and family, Phil Giese family, Ready Rifle, Salon Serenity by Margaret, Shangri-La Resort, Shannon's Cookies. Now we've gotten a couple more. Tactile, which is my son's tiling business. Shields is contributed. Anna's donating a basket for Operation Toothbrush. So many, and they just keep coming in, which I am so thankful for. I couldn't ask for a better support system as far as that is going. Oh, and Cramerica is also, it's a 3D printing.
Oh, okay.
They're donating to.
Now, did you solicit most of the sponsorship, or did people help you? Because I would imagine for you, Barb, that anytime you just named off a lot of sponsors, every time you got to repeat the story and why we were doing this. And I mean, my gosh, I could maybe be able to do one or two of those a day, and I'd have to go home and just get away.
Yeah.
How hard is that for you? Because I'm one of those guys, I hate asking for money in the first place. But was it hard for you to go solicit these people? Because, North Dakota Nice has said a lot around here, and I'm hoping it wasn't hard for you to get this sponsorship.
It was not hard at all. I mean, people were really supportive. And yeah, sharing the story's tough. But, like some of these people, some of these sponsors, actually knew Jordan.
Yeah,
like Jordan worked for Northwestern Mutual.
Sure.
So that was, easy peasy to reach out to them, Edgewood that I work for obviously know the story. So yeah, some of it's hard to share the story sometimes, but like I said, I want to get the word out. I want people to come and support the event, but really come and support each other.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Because you don't want this to happen again.
I do not.
How can you register? Can you pre-register? Do you have a QR code? Do you have a poster? Anything like that?
Absolutely. There's a Facebook page, my Facebook page, Barb Kramer. There's also a Jordan Kramer Hope for the Future Foundation Facebook page that has QR codes listed right on there. So you can go right there and get registered. Disc Golf Scene is where you can go to register. That's the website. And you pick the tournament, and there's, like I said, all skill levels, multiple classes that you can register for. So nobody should have an excuse to say there's not a class for me.
Right.
So,
from people that have never even thrown a Frisbee.
Yes.
At a basket.
Right.
All the way to like your son's, professional.
Yep.
Man, this sounds like it's going to be, and now, and the weather's going to be great.
I hope so.
It's got to be.
So.
It's got to be. I so wish I could go to this thing because I'd probably even try to play it, but I know I'm not going to be able to because of other things. But now this is coming up again, the first annual Memorial Disc Golf Tournament and Veterans Community Event, September 12th, Manville Disc Golf Course. If you don't register beforehand, what time are things getting going? What time can you register? What time? And if you're like one of the first time disc golfers, what time can you register and then grab your first adult beverage before you start trying to golf?
Well, that I don't know about the time for the adult beverages.
Okay.
The last I'd heard that it's going to start around 9:00.
Okay.
Now, most of the tournaments that I've seen, you have to at least be registered the night before.
Okay.
But
yeah, and especially when you're on like the disc golf scene website, that's a thing like going to My Race Pass for racing. It's all over the country.
Right, correct.
So it tells you everything, and that makes a lot of sense. Again, this is so cool because you've got pros or masters, I guess they can call them each that, the advanced, intermediate, women's, mixed, which you can have a man and a woman on the team, which I absolutely love. And then the team format, each do 2 rounds, and it's doubles. So, and it's just best round or best shot.
Yep.
So it's like a 2-man scramble in a regular golf tournament.
Exactly.
So if you've got a bad toss, you can always wait for your partner to have hopefully not as bad of a toss or a better than a good toss.
Right.
So hopefully I'm not confusing too many people here.
I'm rethinking my partner now. So, okay, I love Shelby so much, but maybe I need to go with my husband. Oh, and by the way, your absence will not be very, very much felt because Shelby was going to make a sticker of your face and plaster it on one of her discs so she can toss you around. So I'm just letting you know.
She already does toss me
I
around.
know,
What's
and
new
she
then?
just wants to stick to
What's
it,
new?
you know?
She
So-
just wants my picture around a little more.
Oh,
That's
maybe,
it.
maybe.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, I
We're
understand.
besties now, so. I was hoping she was going to be here today too, but
Oh, she's the best,
I
right?
know she is. And you know, it was always nice to get to spend a little more time with you guys too when we were at the racetrack and things. But what are you worried about the most for this tournament, or what are you most pleased with, or you're just going with the flow? It's the first annual.
Well, I'm trying to go with the flow. You know, I'm a planner. So
And you're an optimistic planner.
I'm an optimistic planner. The weather's going to be great. There's going to be lots of teams.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of folks sitting around, socializing, you know, playing cornhole if they don't want to disc golf.
Beautiful time of the year at a very beautiful setting.
Absolutely. So if anybody hasn't been out there, please come and check it out. It is a beautiful course. The clubhouse is gorgeous. Last year it was so cute. I took my little granddaughter out there to watch Jaden play, and we went into the women's bathroom, and of course they have one of those, you know, really nice glass bowl sinks, and she just thought that was like the cat's
something you could never put in a community bathroom in Grand Forks because they vandalize it like they did the new one at whatever park there. That blows me away that happens. And the nice thing about Manville too is you don't even have to take interstate to get to the golf course.
Right.
I mean, you can just take the back roads and it brings you right there just to the west side of Manville, which is a cool deal. Was it a lot of work to get this all set in motion with the course itself and everything? I know for dates or is this originally when you wanted to do it?
No, it's not actually originally when we wanted to do it. We were looking at May, but then just with summer coming up and things like that, you know, things got busy. So then we settled on September. As far as, you know, the course itself, you know, Lucas has been great. He's like, don't worry about a thing. You know, we have all the whole stakes out there. Everything's out there already. So, you know, that's been great. So
how nice is it when you can hear, don't worry about a thing?
Absolutely. It's given me a lot of peace of mind.
Oh,
that's
I bet.
For sure.
I bet.
But yeah, it's been, you know, obviously it's work, but it's a work of love. And,
Sure.
And again, I just want people to come out and enjoy it. I mean, it's, you know, going to be a great event.
Yeah.
Just so thankful for the people that have supported me and have gotten me to this point. So.
And we will have a poster in the window here at the studios with the QR code, so folks, you can always sign up from here too. And again, I want to repeat the mission of this event. We are dedicated to building camaraderie among veterans and their families, encouraging mutual support and meaningful connections, promoting recreation and healthy activities, and creating lasting relationships within our community. You couldn't have nailed it any better than that. Before we kick you ladies out of here, any last words?
Yes, I want to say that it is a beautiful thing to watch a community come together and understand the importance, but also in honoring Jordan because, and I say this again out loud, because Jordan will always be a hero for our country and a hero to his family. We have to remember that when you put on that uniform, the minute you sign that dotted line, you become a hero for this country. To be forgotten is a very dark and lonely place. Let us not let that happen again to our heroes who put on the uniform to protect people they will never, ever meet or know. So I'm thankful for everybody that has come together to understand the importance and the value and supporting this event and any other veteran-related event organization within our communities. It is our responsibility to at least understand and to participate if we can, but to understand the value in that.
Nailed it. How about you, Barb? Any parting words?
No, I just want to thank you both for your support and encouragement, having me on. So thankful. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
That's all I got.
I'm right behind you, girl. Believe me. Folks, again, you got to check this out. You think you're a good Frisbee golf tosser or a good golf player? Go check this out, even if you're not. First annual Memorial Disc Golf Tournament and Veterans Community Event, September 12th, Manville Disc Golf Course. You can look it up, Disc Golf Scene. You can check out the QR code. We'll have the posters here. Or also check out Barb Kramer's Facebook page. All the information you need is there. This is going to be a great time. And again, I'm going to warn you one more time. It's not just all about Frisbee golf, but bring some cash because they're going to have all kinds of things too. Raffles, 50-50 drawing, all that, the cornhole, the pickleball, food, beverages. And again, the sponsors, the people that have all stepped up to help this first annual event. I'm hoping I can make the second annual event next year because I know it's going to happen, folks. Barb Kramer and Anna Eickenbrock, I want to thank you ladies for coming in today. It's always nice to talk to you. And next time we'll talk about happier things or, well, this is pretty good darn happy if you ask me. It's going to be a great day. Again, thank you guys for coming in. Today's show, by the way, as we wrap things up, brought to you by JD Construction. When you finally come to the conclusion that you just can't get your heavy construction done on your own, call JD Construction to get the job done right. JD Construction has the right equipment for the right job, big or small. Excavating, demolition, spring cleanup. Farmers, get all your ditch work or tree lines cleaned up before planting season. JD Construction also does concrete work and concrete removal. From small excavating jobs to big jobs needing a laser system or a dozer or a payloader with a grapple. And they have the trucks to haul material to or from the job site. JD Construction can do the job the right way. Contact them today by calling 701-740-4220. There's still some spring openings left or schedule work for fall too. JD Construction, getting the job done the right way. Call 701-740-4220. Alrighty, everybody. Again, thanks to Barb and Anna for coming in today. Let's see, Forks BS tomorrow. What's up, folks? We want to know. Call or text with your topic. Or listen to ours. It's basically up to you. We've already got some good ideas. I'll give you a little hint. Detroit Lakes will be involved. All right? Remember to tune in. And remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. It dings every time we go on the air. You know we love the Forks. We're Grand Forks' best source. We're giving the Forks their identity back.